This is an era where zombie viruses are rampant. A team of people are escorting Murphy, who may have antibodies in his body, or laboratory in California, but no one noticed that his body seemed to be abnormal. After the escort team drove all the way out of the city, but the car ran out of gas, they had to temporarily stop. Here, two survivors driving motorcycles approached them. Everyone's nerves immediately tightened up, and prepared for defense. Only Blackhead's sister seems to be interested in the lake, but he was still seen by one of them. Fortunately, they didn't stop. Then the team began to search for fuel everywhere, but nothing came of it. Just as they were about to leave, the bearded guy riding a motorcycle suddenly appeared, claiming that one's motorcycle was robbed by a companion, and he knows there's a refinery nearby. Want to use this as a condition for free riding. Soon, they went to the refinery under the leadership of Brother Beard, but this place is occupied by zombies, and the loud sound of the oil pump deeply attracted the zombies. At present, they need to divert the zombies away. To obtain fuel, if fire is fired, it could potentially detonate the entire oil plant. At this point, Black-haired sister has come up with a solution. He took out a music box. Original. Zombies are sensitive to beautiful sounds. Jack immediately decided to have Black-haired sister use a music box to attract zombies. Red sister and Dasan are in charge. Turn off the oil pump. He took aim at a tank truck with Sister Black, and the old man took Murphy and hid in a safe place. And Jack told the old man, if one unfortunately dies, make sure the old man takes Murphy to the laboratory. Everyone take their positions. Take action. Red sister and Dasan arrived at the engine of the oil pump, and successfully stopped the machine. All the zombies have also stopped. At this moment, Black-haired sister took the opportunity to open the music box, attracting zombies. The black sister immediately started the tank truck to refuel, just as everything is proceeding in an orderly manner, due to the motor being stuck with a wolf tooth stick, causing air pressure overload. A oil pipeline was washed away directly. Along with it came countless zombies. Meanwhile, Beard brother finds Black-haired sister, so the two of them already knew Brother Beard. I plan to wait until the tank truck is full, leaving with the black-haired sister. Black-haired sister appears extremely scared, but Brother Beard refused to let go, and even took out the electric baton to threaten. Clothing store, gas, ghost. The old man also encountered a large number of zombies here. Just as he was fighting against the zombies, 10,000 descended from the sky. Using a slingshot saved the old man's life again, and Murphy started the car in panic. Along the way, two zombies collided with an iron frame. The car engine also emitted thick smoke. Originally, everyone could have safely evacuated, but Murphy disrupted the plan. Just as Jack rescued him, the impact just now caused a fire on the ground, instantly ignited the tank truck. Although we solved the zombies, but everyone's efforts were also in vain. Meanwhile, Jayanga is still standing alone and defending his position. He keeps sending messages to the outside world, but never received any response, even bored to the point of tears and laughter. Suddenly, he noticed from the surveillance that a sled was approaching him. Waiting for a full year, I finally saw a living person, but I haven't been happy for long yet. He realized that this could also be a zombie, so he picked up his weapon and decided to explore the truth. When he came outside, but it turned out to be a zombie that had been frozen stiff. He had to send the zombie back in tears, but at this moment, he suddenly heard the barking of a dog again. It was a sled dog. Fortunately, he was not infected. Now I finally have a companion, and share the best food with him. Just then, the satellite signal suddenly came in, picture of oil factory explosion, and saw a few living people in it. He immediately located the public phone at the oil factory. Contact them. After learning that it was Jack and others, he reconfirmed Murphy's safety, and also tell Jack, a wave of zombies is coming towards them. They will only be safe if they go west. Fortunately, I don't know where to find 2 barrels of gasoline. Talents can set out, but they didn't know that someone even more ruthless than a zombie was waiting for them. Jayanga is grilling a delicious boneless steak. Also kindly ask how familiar his newly acquired partner is. Am I? Because these 5 things are, under this apocalypse, they are eating excellent substitute steak, and the other group is eating charred pork chops. Meanwhile, the escort team arrived in Philadelphia. They plan to search for some food supplies here, but I never expected that. The cannibals have already targeted them. But 2 cannibals discovered the black-haired sister. Fortunately, she used a group of zombies as cover to avoid a disaster. But unfortunately, Red Sister, who had just separated from Dasan, was caught by them. The captured Red Sister was not mistreated by cannibals. Instead, it was favored by the boss. Invite him to join his own family, becoming a member of the immortal jump. Not only eating, but also drinking. Still managed to be full. Under the apocalypse. This looks really tempting. But Red Sister was not moved. In such a situation, it seems that I can't let Red Sister make the decision. Then he was taken down. Let him change his clothes and take a look. On the other side, after Dasan returns, discovered that Red Sister was missing, and from the recorder left by Red Sister, it was discovered that the motorcycle driver, who had kidnapped her, was the one she had seen before. So she pointed her spear at Black-haired Sister. Under coercion, Red Sister had to share her experience. That's a group of people more terrifying than zombies. They used the kidnapped girl as bait. Specialized in harvesting passing survivors, to ensure the freshness of the meat. They will keep them in captivity, harvesting on one side, until there's no meat left. I just escaped from them. Da Shan Yuting immediately panicked. Red Sister is not only her teammates, or his last love. The red lady who changed her clothes still looks a bit interesting. He took advantage of the boss' concentration on frying pork chops, thinking of finding an escape, but accidentally entered a warehouse. It's filled with various cutting tools. Just as he was curious, suddenly, a bald man with a sewn mouth was startled and opened a door curtain. Inside, there are people who have been harvested in half. They were wrapped up all over, and there's salt water hanging on it. This scene almost scared her back to the crew. During lunch, the boss directly cut flesh from Renu on site, and asked him to eat it on site. Fortunately, at this moment, there was fresh meat coming to my door. Only then did Red Sister avoid the feast. It turned out to be Jack. He came straight to the point to ask for someone, and limit them to hand over Red Sister within 10 seconds. Otherwise, they'll have to click here. Two cannibals believe that Jack is shameless in speaking up. While mocking him, Jack just snapped his fingers. A cannibal was directly beheaded. The other person began to confront Jack. Just then, the boss walked out with Red Sister under his arm, and he said he wanted to take him away. You have to exchange it with a black-haired sister. Jack remained unmoved, so he whistled, showcasing one's own chips. A 50 caliber automatic rifle. This operation really showcased Jack's face. Just when Jack was in a dilemma, black-haired sister ran over automatically, and proactively requested an exchange with him. Public safety. After leaving, starting to discuss rescuing black-haired sister. Although the opponent has a samurai caliber, but there are also sharpshooters on my side. The black girl immediately came up with a good strategy. They used the radio on the police car to contact Brother 9. Ask him to help find a relatively high-peak square dance to attract zombies. On the other side, let the old man act as a playboy. Call the roll and ask for the black-haired sister. In order not to arouse suspicion, the two of them started rowing in the carriage. The black girl is also ready here, using square dance to attract zombies to the cannibal camp. After the old man heard the music, pretend to be electrocuted by the black-haired sister. After the boss heard the news, immediately rushed in, coincidentally hitting the trap of two people. The old man shot and killed one. The boss was electrocuted by the black-haired sister. Subsequently, Black Sister leads the zombies to the campsite. The cannibals began to shoot wildly. At this point, the sharpshooter killed the machine gunner remotely by 10,000. The old man and the black-haired sister also took the opportunity to escape into the car. The cannibal leader quickly hid in the warehouse upon seeing this. Unexpectedly, he was caught by the people he kept rushing to death. In the end, the wicked will have their own retribution. The cannibals also failed to escape the fate of being eaten. After the team escaped, suddenly discovered a small car following them, forward, also blocked by zombies.